What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to The Hook, powered by True Detroiter. I'm Jeff Lowe, along with the maestro behind the board, Mr. Keith Butler.
Hello, Detroit, and welcome to another episode of The Hook. My main man, Leland Stein, is with us again. What up, Stein?
Yo, brothers.
Yeah, we
We need a name for Stein.
No, you don't.
Is he is he like our field reporter?
No, he's kind of like our resident sports analyst. Remember?
Part-time resident. He's not always. Well, okay.
Well, we don't have another one, so he's our resident sports.
Yeah, I guess
he's part-time. Who else do we have?
Right, everybody's part-time. Everybody's part-time.
Yeah, well, we're not part-time. I'm not part-time.
I ain't full-time. I ain't making no money.
I'm part-time.
I'm part-time too.
Listen, Stein's the only one part-time, full-time anything, because I've just retired, ladies and gentlemen.
And congratulations to you, man.
I am no longer employed. I am among the newly retired.
And he's part of the part-time crew.
And I'm trying to figure it out and enjoying it.
And the part-time podcast.
Trying to get things together. But we're still here at the 6-hole studio, and it's a beautiful day in Detroit. As always, we had a real heavy thunderstorm last night. I mean, it flooded the streets. The golf course is flooded, man. Might still be some water out there, but, it's clearing up. The sun's out. People are going out golfing as always.
You would never know that golf course was flooded.
Oh, man, it floods when it rains heavy, man. You can still see some water right there by the sand pit. See it?
Yeah. I see.
That happens all over the place. Yeah,
You can't help it, man.
No, there's nothing you can do about that.
Drain it,
it's, I guess, poor drainage, like you said.
My wife and I happened to drive through that. My grandsons had a baseball game, their traveling team yesterday at 5 o'clock at 6 at Hamtramck, the historic stadium.
Yeah.
And so we thought it was canceled, but no, they played it. It cleared up for them to play. Then right after the game,
boom,
some more.
I couldn't get on the freeway. I had to weave my way through the streets all the way up through Boston, Edison area, trying to get down through Grand River to squeeze over that way because, man, there was the freeway and all that stuff was
his grandkids play.
I couldn't even see
Mike Wilson's team.
I couldn't even see the road. I swear to God, y'all.
And we got to get Mike on here.
I know,
but you keep saying you're gonna get him, but we're gonna. But anyway, what I want to talk about today, guys, is something that most seniors have to deal with. Most retirees, people 65 and older have to deal with, and that's Medicare.
Right, and that's all of us.
Yeah.
Well, you're 70.
No, I'm 69.
69. Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to be 65, and I'm going through the rigmarole of trying to figure out Medicare, and it's so many different plans. It's the only plans I'm halfway, sure about are A and B. Mm-hmm. I know everybody got to have A. Mm-hmm. That's the first one. You have to have B, and that's the one that comes out of your Social Security. You paid like $170 a month out of your Social Security to cover your hospitalization and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But you've got all these other ones like, your Medicare Gap, Medicare Advance, Plan C, D, G, K, N. I don't know what they are.
Like you get HAP or I could name them all. I can't think of their name. It's a bunch of them.
Humana.
Yeah, all these guys, they administer
ton of them.
The Medicare, so the doctors and everybody don't have to deal with none of that.
No, but
so that's what those arms are for.
I'm okay with that. Yeah. But why do we have to have like 65 different types? I mean, different companies doing it. Yeah. It's all
if they provide the same coverage.
They pretty much provide the same coverage. So why do we have to have 60 different companies doing
Capitalism.
That's what it is.
Customer service.
That's exactly what it is.
Out there. This Wild West days. Especially in terms of healthcare and what's happening with those kind of things.
I know, man, but I can't figure it out. I mean, you get a booklet that looks like an encyclopedia. Right. And for those of you who are too young to remember encyclopedia, it's a big book. You get a volume of books from A to Z.
With every word.
In the human language, with American language.
Encyclopedia was the Bible.
Ever was.
And now your encyclopedia is on
Wikipedia.
Well, not even Wikipedia, but Google.
Whatever Wikipedia is right here in your hand.
It's the internet. It's in your hand. But how do we navigate Medicare? I mean, Stein, you got it.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm getting it.
Mhm.
Jeff, you don't have it yet. do you?
I'm SS Social Security Disability.
Okay, but that's not your. Do you have Medicare A, B?
Oh, see,
No.
I think this is what you're trying to get to. I think all those providers that come to you, you got to tell
And they
them.
call
Yeah, they all call.
They do
They'll
call.
drive you nuts.
all the time.
You have to tell them what you want, in particular,
What you
out of their
need.
plan. Like if you want free exercise or
He-
drive me
right,
to my
health club.
doctor kind of stuff,
Mm.
you know, come pick you up or those kind of things.
And then they'll tell
gotta-
you what
then you
which
compare.
one provides that.
But you got to determine what you think is important for you in
Right.
particular
Right.
to ask that question. Then you get to the answer better. Like dental work,
Mm-hmm.
we pay the extra money, $20, $30, a month.
Out of pocket.
Yeah, no.
But that's the
It
copay.
goes to the Humana to get a better dental protection.
So is
program.
that the copay or is that your monthly?
No, that's
Premium.
That's something we had to pay them.
Right. You had to pay them out of pocket for that.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was an
Yeah.
office visit, right?
Additional.
No,
Or is it your?
are you talking about
coverage. It's
pay
a
my
coverage.
doctor? I'm talking about the provider.
So that's the premium that you pay them, an extra $20 a month.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
So that I can have a
Just so
better
you
dental
can have that coverage.
Jeff, you
Right.
don't even have it. What the hell are you talking about?
I get free dental
From where?
from my plan.
What
Man,
plan?
He's smarter than me.
Social
I
Security
don't-
Disability.
Oh,
I just find what doctors accept it,
okay.
and those are the ones I go
Oh,
to.
okay.
So you got in-network, out-network thing. Right?
Yeah,
You can go to
pretty
any
much.
doctor.
I can go to
you
any
want.
doctor.
Okay. Now, is that like a PPO or HMO or?
I guess it's like a PPO.
Okay, yeah, because PPO will allow you
Yeah.
a little more freedom than an HMO. Because with HMOs, you got to get referrals and
Right,
all that
you
kind
get
of
Plus,
stuff.
plus the state. So it's like
State, yeah.
it's not a private plan like your guys' and everything. Yours is pretty much a private plan, right?
Well, yeah, but see, I don't have one yet. I'm trying to figure out between Humana, HAP, because
Yeah.
all my doctors are with Henry Ford.
See, there
and
you
HAP,
go.
HAP is
Half
owned
is the-
by
our- that's what we were told
by Henry
because
Ford.
our doctor was at Henry Ford.
Yeah, but my dentist, she wants me to do Aetna.
I know. See, I had the same problem. My dental guy don't take it neither. The
See,
half.
Right, because they don't. That's it.
You
They
don't
don't
do
take
that.
it.
And see, that's the problem. I mean, Medicare is Medicare is Medicare is Medicare. It should, if you've got one Medicare plan,
But
should
Medicare don't
everybody
do dental,
be able to take?
period.
I mean,
They
but
don't.
if you get the
Just a little
supplement,
bit.
if you
Yeah,
get the
but you gotta get the
supplemental,
supplement. Yeah.
then you're covered.
You get a little
That's a
bit.
Medicare supplement,
Yeah.
Medicare Advance. Then you're covered for your vision, like you were saying,
Right,
vision, dental, hearing, transportation,
right.
exercise, or silver sneakers. as
Silver sneakers,
yeah,
right.
all that stuff.
So
yeah.
those are covered, from what I understand,
Mhm.
in the advanced and the supplemental plans. But my argument and my question is, with all that being covered in those plans, why don't they? Why do we still need all these different providers? That's my. I mean, we
It's
could almost
America.
get down to universal health care and just. I could dig it if we had 3 or 4.
But here's the
They
thing.
ain't gonna do it. Then you
You
really
don't
would have
need-
oligopoly.
If you're like
then
me,
there'd be no competition.
no, but if you're unemployed, guess what?
You don't have a choice.
But you get it all. You on if
You
I
don't
get
get everything free, do you?
yeah.
No.
No, you don't.
You telling me and I'm on this shit.
Okay, so wait. You get free vision.
Yep.
You don't have to pay for your glasses.
No. Just if I one time it's free. If I needed another set of glasses, each year they give you a free pair of glasses. Each, if you need
It's
it.
a good
Okay,
program.
and that's
We should do that
prescription
kind of
and
stuff.
your lenses
I'm glad
and
to hear
frames,
that, actually.
everything.
Right.
And that's with SSI disability.
Right.
Okay, but that's disability. So this, I mean, that's
Right.
kind of a different
It is because
different monster.
disability, they do get more.
Yeah,
They do more.
It looks like they take care of you a little bit,
They do.
pretty well with that.
Yeah.
If you're getting dental and all that.
Right.
You don't have
right.
a copay or anything like that with that?
No copay. Not with my dental or nothing like that.
What about like your medical procedures, anything like that, if you had to go to the hospital?
Yeah, I would have a copay then, I believe.
Yeah, they charge some more damn money.
Yeah. Yeah, but I just don't get it, man. I mean, I was supposed to be talking to a guy today about Humana with the city for retired city employees and city of Detroit employees, and it sounded pretty good. I got a buddy who's on it, and he was telling me about that's what he has, but it just seems. And I mean, I don't know anything about it except for what I've been reading and talking to find out from people. It's just so confusing. It's like you were saying, I think, Jeff, if you get sick, they got to take you. So what happens when you get into the hospital if you don't have Medicare? They're not going to kick you out. You just get stuck with a huge bill.
Right.
Right. I know that A and B, like what you have, Stein, what I'm getting, I think B covers your hospitalization and up to 80%. And then, the patient has to cover the last 20 or your copay. But I guess my biggest question is will always be, why so fucking many? I mean,
Capitalism.
You said capitalism.
Nothing else.
I can't see anything else either.
It's an opportunity to make money.
You're right.
It's a new world.
It ain't a new world.
It's all kind of this new stuff that's happening where they're organizing these things. Over the last 15 years or so. Came on the back of the HMOs. They first had it, but now they kind of flipped this thing a little bit. But I don't know. It's just they out there. We got a free flowing society right now with what's going on, and who just left, and it's money to be made. Any space where there's money to be made.
You sound like my daddy.
These guys, they find a way to get in there like roaches, man. They be working it.
And they sure do. They found a way to get in there.
The good Reverend used to always say, he said, nothing exists that is not profitable. I said, what are you talking about? He said, jails.
Profitable.
Poverty.
Profitable.
Anything. He said, you think about it. If there's money to be made, it will exist.
That's right.
He said, yeah, that's my father. But look, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to talk about some politics next. We're going to discuss what happened with Joe Biden a little bit, and the new candidate for the DNC, Kamala Harris. So stick with us, and we'll be back in just a minute.
The Hook.
Hey, you've been thinking about doing a podcast but don't have the equipment or nowhere to go?
Call YMP, your mobile podcast. We will come to you.
You can do your podcast without worry of equipment or travel.
For more information, contact 313-241-0017. That's 313-241-0017.
YMP,
your mobile podcast. Got a sweet tooth and looking for something sweet to eat? Try a taste of summer snacks and sweets. They have a great assortment of delicious treats that you and your family will love. Zucchini bread, pound cake, chocolate chip cookies, peanut butter cookies, oatmeal raisin cookies, and sweet potato pie, just to name a few. To place an order, call 313-207-3440. That's 313-207-3440. Orders should be made a week in advance.
Make any occasion a celebration to remember with Yard Card Memories. Birthdays, graduations, homegoings, anniversaries, and more. Yard Card Memories is a creative and artistic greeting and messaging company with a focus on making memories for any occasion with the installation of yard card rentals that we create and display on your yard. Make your occasion a celebration to remember with Yard Card Memories. To book your Yard Card Memories rental, call 313-246-2927. That's 313-246-2927. Make sure you book early. We recommend 2 weeks in advance.
I grew up in Detroit. She's my home. Some people left when things got tough, but not me. I knew she'd make it back. Like Detroit, I'm strong, resilient, hardworking, and loyal. Detroit has been true to me. I will be true to Detroit.
To get your True Detroiter gear, go to true-detroiter.creator-spring.com. Get yours today.
Hey everybody, I'm Keith Butler.
And I'm Jeff Lowe. Want you to check out The Hook on Apple, Google, or Spotify podcasts.
And if you have any questions or comments, you can hit us up at our emails. Mine is KEBU10, that's the number 10, at yahoo.com.
And mine is jlow1215 at gmail.com.
That's The Hook Podcast, everybody. Thanks for listening. All right, welcome back, Detroit. We were just talking about Medicare, little that we know. Don't take our advice for it. Go on, SS, to the SS administration bill, Social Security Administration.
Go on the website.
Go on the website, check it out. We were just talking about it because it's very confusing to me. You got all these different companies like Stein said, capitalism, trying to make money, giving you the same services, I guess at different costs and so forth.
You're listening to a frustrated patient.
Well, no,
just like everyone else out there.
I'm not frustrated.
We're all frustrated and confused. We're all frustrated and confused patients.
I haven't gotten to the point of frustration yet. But
we're all okay. Make your mind up. You're either confused or you're frustrated.
You can be both,
or you can be both.
But right now, I'm just a little confused
and frustrated. You sound a little frustrated to me.
Well, I don't know what frustration to you.
Now you sound fucking confused.
Make
your mind up.
Work them, Jeff. Work them.
That's why Jeff don't have any friends. And nobody likes his family or anybody else. But anyway, we're gonna get past that because we don't want you guys taking what we say as gospel with.
We don't want you confused or frustrated.
Yeah, but there was an interesting incident that happened, recently, where President Joe Biden decided he was gonna step down, and I don't blame him. When your party bails on you and you get call after call after call, and they're telling you you should step down, at some point you realize that they've lost faith in you, and they don't believe in you anymore. But the thing that ticks me off about it is afterwards, the hypocrisy kicked in when everybody said, "Oh, he was such a great man, and we love Joe, and we're behind him 100%." Well, why in the fuck you back him up? Now you wait till 3 months before the election. And then you're gonna jump ship. That's crazy. But
well, see, that's the
we're about to make
problem.
History again with Kamala Harris.
Yeah. I think that's my pet peeve about the Democrats.
Yeah,
it's like we hugging trees and saving babies and doing social work and trying to teach.
We're the good party.
Yeah, really. I mean, it sounds a little preposterous, but it's true.
We're not the greedy party.
No, we're the nice ones.
Yes.
Right.
We're the good ones.
But that's why we lose, because we're not lockstep. It's a lot of varied voices in the Democratic Party with a lot of thinking about
we used
things.
to be that other party before the two parties. We used to be Republican.
Yeah, but you keep going way back to Abraham Lincoln, man. They ain't been Republicans since Abraham Lincoln. Okay.
Okay.
And they stood for completely different things.
All right.
Everybody knows we used to be Republicans when Abraham Lincoln was. Anybody remember?
And he freed the slaves too. He
didn't free the slaves. That's a misconception. That was to try to keep.
All right, let me hear your history lesson.
That was to try to keep the country together, and the slaves just happened to be part of the
deal.
Well, that's part of the deal.
Yes. Okay. But I agree with you, Stein, on that one. It's we don't know how to play dirty.
No. Okay.
And if we do, we don't. The Republican Party, the GOP, they don't give a damn.
They're like a Gestapo.
They don't give a damn.
If you speak out against them, they kick you out like they did Cheney.
Yeah.
Whose dad is a legend.
Yeah.
And she was a great, but if you speak against the agenda, they throw you out. Now, what kind of party is that, in all honesty? How can you function as human beings if you can't even bring a voice to support your people because you got to vote the party line?
And that's one of your amendments, the freedom of speech. But you can't do that.
No,
like
not with that party, you can't.
But you can't do, well, I think the biggest problem is that you can't do it against the party. So even though within the GOP, you have your issues, but I think when they
every
come
party
together,
has their issues.
Yeah, but I think the GOP
has more issues.
Will come together when the DNC starts trying to step up.
Well, they will get behind their candidate.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
they will support each other
despite whatever.
If the Democratic National Convention, if the DNC starts stepping up, then the Republicans gather the herd,
But see, Republicans
tighten up, and they will fight dirty.
They 1/3
exactly
of America.
what they want.
Right.
They 1/3 of America, and they know they don't have no agenda. They're a hodgepodge of bullcrap. A little bit of racism over here. We'll take the racist. Yeah, we'll take a lot of bit of racism. Whoever y'all want to jump in, we'll take the knuckleheads and the authoritarianists.
But you know what though?
We create a abortion, and they just take pickets, but it's only 1/3. But they stay together, man. They will vote together, and that's why sometimes they win.
But guess what? Though?
They never step away from each other.
Here's my take
I ain't
on
saying that's good.
When you said the Democrats don't play dirty, I think the Democrats did take some not secrets, but a little bit of puff from the Republicans.
How so?
When I say that, what I mean by that is by not spilling the beans and letting them know that Joe was going to step aside. It's almost like they didn't see it coming.
What are you talking about? They've been saying that Joe should step aside for
I know, but
Joe
kept saying,
you put it out
I'm
there.
not going anywhere.
Well, that's what they do.
But you put
they
it out there.
talk bad about each other.
Yeah, but you don't tell. I mean, okay, well I know.
You don't think they were blindsided, huh?
Who?
They weren't prepared.
I think, Jeff, you got a good point. I kind of like
the Republicans.
No, what you're saying is true because now they ain't got much time left. And now they got to redo their whole strategy.
They can't even
because they were so used to talking crap about Joe. They had a great Joe strategy.
Okay, that might be a good plan. That might be a good ploy. That I can understand. But you think that they aren't that they're concerned now? Oh, we got to try to figure out Kamala. Hell no, they're going to do the same thing they always do.
It's going to be a tough
and
sale.
Start hitting, just going to go
black
dirty.
Woman.
Going to go low.
They're going to go low now.
And they're digging up stuff on her.
We know they
speak.
But you know what? It's only so low they can go because.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking
Christians
about
or the Republicans.
No, I'm talking about I'm talking about an attorney, a former attorney general, a person that will debate Trump.
She could do that
out the world.
She's gonna kill Trump.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Because Trump doesn't ever do. He never answers any questions. Even remember how bad
she gonna laugh the fuck out of Trump.
Remember how bad they talked about Biden on that last debate with Trump.
I know.
And that minute where he kind of fell out there. Well, the truth came out that they say he had COVID.
But I've had moments where I forget.
Yeah, and
that don't mean he ain't been a good president.
That's my point.
But see, the Democrats, we the good party, like you said earlier, Butler.
The nice party.
We're the nice party.
I don't know how good we are.
Not good.
We're the chicken nice.
But look.
But wait, but Butler was saying that.
2 terms and 80 years old.
Look at the senator from Minnesota. Remember, 20 years ago, he said he flirted with a girl and he stepped down, Franken. The Democrats always step down. Conyers, everybody. Mm-hmm. But when Republicans get accused, they never leave.
No.
Franken.
They're not giving it up.
None of them.
Are you talking about the guy that was a television guy?
On Saturday Night Live.
I don't care what he was. He was a pretty good senator.
Yeah. He was a senator of Minnesota, right?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Was it Minnesota?
Yeah.
What the fuck did he do, though? Nothing.
But you don't know nothing about Minnesota.
We don't know
That's
that.
the point.
That's why he's not. I know he's not senator anymore. Because he stepped down.
But it's like you're saying, Stein.
Do the right thing.
It's like you're saying, Stein. They talk about how old Biden is and all that junk, and he should step down. That was Trump's biggest thing. You're too old to be president. Right. But Nancy Pelosi still runs. She's older than Biden. Mitch McConnell, he's still up there. So the thing is,
Trump is the oldest guy in the race now.
You're never too old to be in politics. You're just too. Let me rephrase it. You're never too old to be in the House and all that. You're just too old to be a president.
Running the show.
So if that's the case, then why don't we come up with
terms,
age limitations
for everybody?
Yeah, age limitations. If once you reach 70, you can't run for president. If 77 is too old, then you should.
They have a way of doing that because you got term limits. But here's the thing about
I'm not
Kamala.
talking about term limits. I'm talking about age limitations.
Yeah, well, see, you can't be there more than 1, 2, 3 years. But
I'm talking about people in Congress, though, too.
Let's think about Kamala.
Definitely for Kamala.
This is what I've been seeing, and people have been emailing me and texting me, and I've been seeing things flying around the internet, is that because she's Greek and
when he says Greek, he means sorority. Not
right.
Like
she's part of Divine
Greece.
Nine,
the
fraternity.
AKA.
She's a sorority.
Right.
Yeah,
and she went to a HBCU.
Howard.
That this community, this young black professional community, where more than half of them work with white people too, are out in the world, and they've shown us through the George Floyd tragedy that they can galvanize themselves in a way that we've never seen them do before. Not the old traditional way of just marching down the streets and talking like that. They seem to get it done through the internet. So I'm thinking, hoping that this collective, this professional collective that's out there, and they're starting already, can create this groundswell like they did before for George Floyd and some other things that have happened to
Obama
her.
and all that.
Yeah. So that's helping her. Those two things are really powerful tools.
Well, I'm going to tell you, her
but I don't know if it's enough, though, because you got to get the white folk, too. You can't just have all black folks.
The donation, 1908.
Yeah, well, her sorors, I was over at my sister's house the night before. We were playing cards, hand, knee, and foot. Love that game. And before we got started, her sorors were having a Zoom meeting about what they're doing, to help move Kamala forward.
So that's what we're talking about.
The Divine Nine is doing stuff. I don't know what we're doing yet. I hadn't heard what the brothers
No, I haven't heard either.
Well, you ain't a
brother.
brother.
We're going to be slower than the ladies.
What?
We're going to be slower.
Well, the sisters, the Soros tend to move a little faster than the brothers do.
They've shown that the elections down in Georgia and a few places when they got together.
But I do believe, I don't see her losing. I agree with you. We're going to have to get a lot of white people, but we've got a lot of young white people who are coming up in a different time than all the older people, like in our generation.
Right.
We remember the riots and the civil issues and all that kind of. A lot of these kids don't.
No.
Well, they're away from them, so they're seeing things in a whole different.
But and one other thing also is that they want to be a part
of something big,
of history.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, we can elect the first woman,
black woman
president.
First woman, period.
First woman, first woman.
To beat up this guy Trump, who's just an asshole anyway.
Yeah. But to me, anybody should be able to beat Trump because I'd vote for a wet noodle if I would vote for them guys.
Okay.
But see, I've been telling them young folk that you really ain't not voting for the president per se. You're voting for the platform.
Right.
Who's going to put in the Secretary of State, Secretary of Commerce?
But we don't know that. But see, a lot of kids don't know that.
They don't know it.
And
right.
That's the stupidity behind it.
That's a very good point.
And those people, they go out for that agenda. They the ground workers who, through those arenas, through the education arena and the Secretary of State or whatever,
your local,
they put the agenda, the platform, which is a little bit less stringent than fucking Republican. That's just the bottom line. You get a Holder, you get a Rice. I mean, not a Rice. Rice who Obama put in his appointees. You get a Supreme Court who was the first Hispanic woman.
Yeah, how many did he nominate? 3.
He got one in.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought. We're gonna have to take another quick break right here. And we're going to extend this one. We've hit our 30-minute mark, but we're going to go a little bit further today because I'm liking where this is going. And so we'll be back again in a few seconds right after this.
Got a sweet tooth and looking for something sweet to eat? Try a taste of Summer Snacks and Sweets. They have a great assortment of delicious treats that you and your family will love. Zucchini bread, pound cake, chocolate chip cookies, peanut butter cookies, oatmeal raisin cookies, and sweet potato pie, just to name a few. To place an order, call 313-207-3440. That's 313-207-3440. Order should be made a week in advance.
Make any occasion a celebration to remember with Yard Card Memories. Birthdays, graduations, homegoings, anniversaries, and more. Yard Card Memories is a creative and artistic greeting and messaging company with a focus on making memories for any occasion with the installation of yard card rentals that we create and display on your yard. Make your occasion a celebration to remember with Yard Card Memories. To book your Yard Card Memories rental, call 313-246-2927. That's 313-246-2927. Make sure you book early. We recommend 2 weeks in advance. Hey, you've been thinking about doing a podcast but don't have the equipment or know where to go?
Call YMP, your mobile podcast. We will come to you.
You can do your podcast without worry of equipment or travel.
For more information, contact 313-241-0017. That's 313-241-0017.
YMP.
Your mobile podcast.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Thanks for sticking with us. We're going to pick up where we left off. We were talking about the political situation here right now with Kamala Harris and the Republicans and all that junk.
And one thing before you get started. The third voice that you hear in the room is Mr. Leland Stein. Throw out your email. They might want to respond to you.
Yeah, they might want to hit you up, Stein.
Just look me up, fellas.
Oh, good
girls,
God,
ladies.
He's married and old. So don't worry about it. Just kick out your.
He's exactly right. L-E-L Stein, STEIN 3 at AOL.com. Don't laugh. That's right. AOL.com.
AOL.
AOL.
That's still
the last time I heard AOL.
That's like with Hotmail. You still have dial-up? You still have dial-up?
Yeah, he's
no, my kids are, man, we got to get a Gmail. So I got a Gmail account, but I never use it.
Okay, well, give it to us one more time, Stein.
L-E-L Stein, STEIN 3 at AOL.com.
All right.
If you remember what AOL stands for.
America Online.
Is that what it is? America Online?
Oh, okay. I see. I didn't even remember what it stood for.
I never knew what it stood for. I just thought it was AOL.
AOL, that's right.
Shows you how much I care.
All right.
God, if they disappeared, I'm going to be up the creek without
You just going to switch over to your Gmail. That's all, which is probably what you should do anyway.
It works.
Well, you always should have two. You don't even have to switch over. Just connect the two emails.
Yeah.
And then anything. You just merge them.
Don't get Jeff.
No, you just merge your emails.
Jeff got a 1962
You merge your old
Mac,
email
to
your Gmail, to your new mail.
Mother, stop
He
it,
still got that 1962 Mac machine that's using the fatback, So old, he got to if he turns it off, it won't come back on. Am I lying, Jeff?
No, you're not lying, but it still works.
Well, it's not 1962. But
it works because all I got to do is hit it to the left or to the right once or twice.
So, but back to Kamala.
Okay. Go ahead.
Can she win?
Pick up.
I believe she can. And the interesting thing, I can't wait for the first debate because I know that the Republican Party is trying to find anything they can to make her look bad.
Of course.
But the thing is she's
they're going to paint her as a liberal, no good for nothing, let people out of jail kind of stuff. That's what
that's going to be
They
different.
can't do that because
Trump
let all his buddies out.
Right.
He pardoned all his buddies.
And
Truth
plus,
don't matter.
He's a felon.
Does truth
Well,
matter
obviously
anymore?
that's not a big deal because he's still running.
Exactly.
He's a convicted rapist, a convicted felon,
I know.
all that, and he's still running as
I
their
don't
lead
understand
candidate.
that.
I don't get it.
Now,
And guess
that
what?
should not be
I don't
possible.
get it. It should not.
It should not be.
But it is.
If
But
you get impeached, you shouldn't be running.
And he's going to get attacked on that very issue. He's going to get.
It don't matter when it's 1/3 though.
on that. she's gonna really roast him up.
Oh, they're gonna bring up all that stuff.
Oh, heck yeah!
And I hope they do.
Butler,
Because the funny
Jeff,
thing about the thing about
it ain't gonna matter.
You're right.
With his 1/3,
You're right.
They'll
But
vote for him. There ain't no way changing.
But the thing about
It's
Trump
unbelievable.
is if you watch Trump, he never ever answers the question.
Never.
No.
Whenever they ask him a question about anything, he goes around it and he starts on an attack and how great he is and how many people come to his rallies.
he does do
He
all that
never
nonsense.
addresses the question.
No.
And if people actually sit there and watch and listen to these debates, they'll see it.
Right.
But they listening and they with him. But he's like, I don't know what they are. They the propaganda king. They selling shoes.
Oh, that's great.
Free Trump T-shirts.
Y'all didn't get those gold shoes?
What is up with this? It's a minstrel show, man. You gotta be kidding me.
Wait, what did he say? I know.
Bibles,
Ear
come on,
patches.
man. This ain't no
but wait.
president.
They got ear patches.
This is
too,
authoritarian and some
It's
kind
about
of
to be.
idolatry
It's
idolatry crap going on.
Listen, one of my favorite lines from Trump is, "I know I got the black vote because black people can relate to me because I've been to jail."
Right. What kind of crap is that?
I'm like, we've all gone to jail.
Right.
What kind of shit?
And then who was the brother? Who he was happened to be on Bill
Well,
Maher.
he's called every
But-
black senator and female stupid.
No,
and
but who was
unintelligent.
this black guy
It's unbelievable.
that's on stage with Trump all the time with a blue
Okay,
and a
what is
red
that
tie?
thing? What is that?
Who is this guy?
They pay him.
No, he's I forget. I know who you're talking about.
Who is this
And
guy?
I know our listeners
That's
know who
Scott.
we're talking about.
Scott in the sky.
I forget.
He's the only
I
black
see him
senator.
everywhere.
How many black senators do we have? 2, 3?
I don't know, but
When
what's his
Kamala
name?
left, we lost one there.
But what's the guy's name? He's a Scott. What was it?
Tim Scott.
Tim Scott. Yeah, I think
That's who it
yeah.
is?
He's a pathetic looking human being.
He's
It's sad to
he
see him.
sucks. I'm not gonna say that,
Oh,
but he kisses Trump's butt.
oh,
You
Roy.
would
think-
think,
you would
see
think
what I said
Trump
about the Republican
Was
Party? Look how they
his
treat each
slave
other.
master.
Right.
You would think he was his master,
It's like a little
and he
piece.
was a house Negro
Everywhere there he is on stage.
kissing
with
Trump's butt.
Yeah.
He's South Carolina,
Yeah.
where the Ku Klux Klan started.
Hey man, what you gonna do? I tell people all the
And
time.
he
people
know
have to
better.
have somebody to follow. They have to have somebody to believe in, whether it's right or wrong.
That's
whether
true.
we think it's right or wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
talk.
everybody has the right to choose
Right.
who they want to believe.
Kind
in.
of reminds me of the movie
That
Django
is
Unchained. And what was the butler?
With
Samuel
Samuel Jackson.
He made me hate him. That was a good. He did a good job because that character had me not liking Samuel Jackson for about 4 or 5 months. It took me about 4 or 5 months.
Oh my God,
He gotta say, look, I'm watching another Samuel
come on.
Jackson. movie.
See, that's the problem. We're gonna switch courses for a minute. That's the problem with Quentin Tarantino. He'll make a Negro look like Uncle Ben in a heartbeat. Why do you have him and cuss and use the N word like he's got the car?
He has a free pass.
I like it. Oh yeah, I wish some brother would slap the shit out of Quentin Tarantino just once or
He's got
twice.
free pass.
We need to get Will Smith to go up there and slap him.
Yeah.
Oh, Will ain't slapping nobody.
I know
he
it.
picked on poor Chris
I
for no
know it.
reason.
But I'm just saying, we
Chris
need some
Harmless,
thugs.
man.
We need
Jesus
some
Christ.
thugs to slap the crap out of Quentin Tarantino.
You gotta
He
watch
got
this
the
other
in card.
Quentin Tarantino movie, man.
Uh-huh.
The one on Showtime right now. The Grateful Eight.
The Hateful Eight.
That's
The Hateful
old.
Eight.
Yeah, I saw that. I like that one.
I like that.
I like it. But again, the N word is flowing like water.
Oh man.
Somebody just need to check
And
him
your
one
man
time.
Samuel Jackson.
Sam don't care. He
No,
in
Sam
all the
don't-
movies.
Yeah, but Sam always look in his movie always looked like a buffoon,
Yeah, he was
in
horrible.
Pulp Fiction.
I couldn't
Big
have
old
played that
greasy
role.
afro. Hateful Eight, looking like an old Uncle's Ben.
He the baddest guy in the whole
Uncle
movie.
Remus.
Uncle Remus, yeah. And then in Django Unchained, I swear to God, it looked like they took him off a bag of rice.
He probably should have got it.
Uncle Ben.
It looked like they took him off a bag of rice. But anyway, enough of that nonsense. Enough of that nonsense. We're here to talk about our girl, the future president of the United States, Kamala Harris. I'm proud of it. I'm proud to be part of the Divine Nine. I'm proud to be a member of a HBCU.
Okay, that be
And,
major.
Can you
we got a
imagine?
candidate for president.
Can you imagine the history that this is going that's about to be made? And like we were talking earlier, I used to tell my coworkers, I have these couple of young guys, and racism is going to die away. And I said, no, racism will never die because you've got old people like me who are set in my ways. And what happens is with anything, tradition is passed on. So great granddad is telling, grandson, this is how black people are. You should, and he's learning that from him. And so then he passes on down the line. Eventually, it may trickle out, water down, and just disperse.
Unfortunately, I
but
thought,
there's still going to be a lot
I
of.
agreed with you, and I dreamed about it, especially having grandkids. You said the world's getting better once Obama got in singing Kumbaya and having a good time.
Yep.
But the fact of the matter is, man, the internet is the worst thing on the planet. The best and the worst.
Yeah.
It's oxymoron. Because if you like something, like I like Black history, it'll start sending me Black history thing. If you like racism and hate and mongering, you'll be getting that stuff funneled to you.
Yeah.
So and
Fall
now,
right down the rabbit hole.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So now we done lost truth in politics. There's no way to get back to anything if you can't be truthful. And now the internet has clouded it so bad because you can go look at whatever you want to believe what you want.
Yeah, but
And then you got a news station.
Fox.
It ain't a news station.
It is not.
It's
It's propaganda. It's a propaganda
political
machine.
It's
party.
unbelievable. But
It's
the
a
Republicans
it's a
have their
Republican party.
own
That's what
news
it is.
station.
Yes.
Yeah.
But now it's time to kind of
It's craziness. It's hard.
debate what we're talking about here is like what we didn't do as black people growing up. We didn't talk about slavery, and we didn't teach our children, or our parents didn't talk about. My parents didn't talk about growing up in the deep South in Arkansas, and the things that happened to them and their grandparents and so forth. Whereas like Jewish people, Hebrews will tell you from day one. They pass that stuff down, from generation to generation.
Oh, they build monuments.
But what we need to do,
know?
is I don't think we'll ever get rid of racism, but I think we can help fight it a lot more if we do that more in the household. If we as parents, as adults, talk to our children and say, okay, this wasn't great, but you don't have to think this way. You don't have to be this way.
Well, it would
there
hurt
are other options.
because first of all, like
But we don't do
80% of
that.
America, white people are not around black folk at all.
Well, they don't
So
even,
no, wait. So now you got the images that you see as what you ingest, and they become your reality.
Very
and so,
true.
and that's where we are because they don't
Very
know
true.
us, and they really. When my son lived in Utah, you could look and see it's all white, man, and they walk around. It's a whole nother world. So now the question is, how do we bridge that gap? Only way we can do it is we start teaching real history in education. If white people can see our struggle
that's where I was
and see
going.
where we came from,
But
then we can start doing it better from the beginning.
Yeah,
we
and
have-
get rid of a lot of this nonsense.
we have the books though to do that.
Well, they banned them in
But
Florida and
are they
Texas.
are
you
they
heard
in
of-
white schools? Are they in
But you heard of Project
Of
2025.
course.
yeah.
They're trying to get rid of all that.
Right. Why?
But it ain't been.
Because
Why?
That's
Because they don't
nowhere.
want you to know.
They don't. Right. Absolutely.
They're trying to get rid of all that. But
No. Oh my
diversity, equality, and they're trying to get rid of all
We
of that.
need more black educators in front of our children too.
But that's why we've got to get Kamala in the office.
Yeah.
She has got to win so she can stop
We
all this
can't
garbage.
let this happen.
Get rid of Project
These
2025.
crazy people that's going in there now, they're authoritarian. They're going to change the justice system. They almost did it last time. They attacked the Capitol. What?
Yeah.
How can you vote for some people that attack the Capitol of the United States? We're the only Western culture that's had their Capitol attack in modern history.
How can they not be in jail? How can they not be on trial for treason? How can they, come
Well,
on.
Trump, they got a picture of him going, meet me down there. Then he turned around with another direction.
Because Trump is crazy, not stupid.
I knew he
he's
wasn't
stupid.
going, but
Well,
he
he
incited
wasn't
him.
gonna go. Yeah. But that's what leaders, dictators do.
That's
They
exactly what
incite
dictators do.
and they sit back and
They
watch.
do it. Sit back and watch.
How much dirt do you think Hitler actually did?
Well, he ain't do nothing. He incited.
Yeah,
He
they
sat
got it
back
going.
and watched.
You didn't see Hitler pulling, dropping the gas.
Oh, he's hiding in bunkers.
Yeah. Hitler was talking all that smack, but he incited, he got him moving, and he stepped back and watched. Donald Trump is doing the same thing.
Well, he did that because he was sitting in a little war room watching before they called, and tried to get this thing under control.
Right. But he almost got his vice president killed at the same time.
He didn't care because he didn't do what he wanted to do.
He didn't
Right.
do what he wanted to
But
do.
so, how do we get Kamala in office, guys? What do we do?
Shockingly, as much hate as the internet and the social media can generate, they've shown this can also generate some positive movements as well. Because Floyd and what happened in Missouri to the kid that got shot in the back,
and just recently, the young lady
In Illinois.
right.
Yeah.
But that's
horrible.
Yeah, but man, I don't know. It's going to be hard. If there's enough like-minded, we got to get some white vote.
We're going to get some white vote. That's what I was saying earlier when I was talking about how racism probably won't go away. Yeah. But there are enough younger people. I mean, you think about all the young white people and the middle-aged white people who voted for Obama. Mm-hmm. So they're still there. And I think enough people have seen the idiocracy and the insanity of Donald Trump that they're willing to step away from that crazy party. A lot of Republicans have said, I'm not with this guy. Right. A lot of Republicans are not with him. So, they may still vote the party line, but they may also say, look, this is too dangerous.
Well, it's going to be on Kamala.
We're going to have a whole lot of young people voting now that we didn't have 4 years ago.
That's right. More than 4 years ago.
Yeah.
But Kamala's going to be on her now. She got to show up.
Well,
she got to get out
she's
there.
going to show up.
Why you say she won't?
But she's got to be. She got
to come up with something beautiful.
Tight.
Yeah, she's going to have to really connect, and something's got to happen to get these folk in this.
And what I'm finding out is one of the things that white America, like you said, 1/3 of white America likes about Trump is that Trump stands up and tries to present himself as a strong leader.
Oh, he does.
That assassination attempt, and he's standing up there with his hand in the air. I mean, come on. And Secret Service should all be executed for that.
Well, they fired the chief.
Well, she resigned, but everybody else should quit too. Right. That was really a bad display of protection.
Right.
But Kamala needs, one of the things she needs to do, and I think she will, she's got to present herself as being
tough
just as strong or stronger than Donald Trump. Yeah. Look, I'm young. Now, Trump is the old person now. He's the old person.
She should play on that, too.
Yeah, they are. I'm sure they will.
She probably should sit up and say, I got granddad older than him. Because he would say that to her, too. He'll go below the bed. He talked about Pope Rubio said it. His little hands and so the sweaty hands.
The small hands.
Those little puppet hands.
Talking about Cruz and his daddy. And then 2 months later, they was back in the fold. How could you do that?
Because
you have no
it's all
fiber,
business.
man.
It's all business. That's all it is. It's all business.
But you got to have some fiber. You can't have a person talk about your family and look at you like that, and then you going to just look at him.
Listen,
he's a MAGA. He's wearing a MAGA hat.
I tell people all the time, there's 3 things, and I'm not trying to be racist, there's 3 things that are very important to white men. Power, money, and their women. And basically in that order. They get rid of their woman to keep their money in their pocket.
But guess what? And can you
so
name...
if I can talk about you all day long, you can talk about me all day long. But if I can find a way to use you or you help me to maintain and get more power, guess what? I don't care what your mama fat, ugly, dead, but you can say what you want about my mama, but you gonna help me make $1 billion? We good. We good. You gonna keep me in power? Oh, we good, Lo. We real good, Jeff.
Yeah, that's a bad sign for the country.
But that's how it is.
Martin Luther King said, capitalism without morality is evil.
Well, we know that. Yeah. But that's what makes this country move.
It makes us move, but that's what the Democrats way, and that's why we lose, because we just the party that go out there and try to help.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, listen.
Can anybody name Trump's wife? Does she have a name?
What is it?
It's Trump's wife.
Malaria. It's Melania. It's not Melania, but it's some malaria.
I can't talk about her.
Why not? She stripped. Her body was in play.
Well, that is true.
Right. That is true.
That's true.
Yeah.
They mad at
They got
Michelle
rid of all
Obama
that
for
stuff.
going shoulder sleeveless, but she got her cooch and tits all over the magazine all over the world, and that's okay. They mad about
And
somebody.
we call her first lady.
They talking about
And she had
First
no
of all,
agenda.
Trump
If
talking about
Obama
keeping
was on tape
immigrants
talking about
out,
grabbing
but he
the
married
ladies,
one.
Right.
USSY.
Say what?
Obama, he would have never won that race.
Oh no, he wouldn't have.
Right.
He wouldn't
I
have.
mean, it's a shame.
You make a great point, though. You know, he talking about the immigrants
It's double
to the border.
standards everywhere.
But he brought one in
He brought
himself.
one in and married her.
The whole family.
Yeah.
Shit, don't tell me about Trump.
they
But
was
we're gonna go out,
Russian.
and he's all right, and he's
know.
okay.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Look, you know, I don't know if you ever heard that movie.
I'm shocked.
Seen that movie by Peter Sellers, Going Places, and it was he was a mentally challenged individual, and somehow or another he got out the house and he was walking around the town and ended up moving up into politics or something like that. And everything he said, people thought was just great. He said, "Well, what do you think about this, sir?" And he said, "Well, if you water the plants, they will grow." Oh, that's just marvelous. And so they cut back to his house where his black maid was working. And she was doing something. She saw him on TV, and the best line in that movie was, she said, "All you have to be is white in America," and that's it. You know, that's why Trump can get away with half the stuff he gets away with, being white in America.
Brother gonna get away with none of that nonsense.
Huh?
You get kicked out of office in 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah. You know, if a Democrat says half the stuff, that would have never floated.
Let me
That
ask
shit
you
would have
guys.
been bombed, sunk, and everything else.
Now, what do you think Obama is waiting on right now by not coming out and getting on the bandwagon?
Obama ain't about all that, man. He gets so
I
many
just
death
asked a
threats.
question. What do you,
Obama just happy to step away because his death threats were twice as much as any president in American history, and so living under that strain and being in that life, forget it, man.
Yeah, because
Take some time away from it. Wrote a book, and just leave it.
Yeah, I think he's happy
That's
living,
what I
but
see.
I do believe eventually he's going to jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
And you know what you said about death threats, that's scary. And this attempt on Trump, I'm not going to even put that out there, but I know she's going to get a ton.
Oh yeah.
She's going to get a ton just because, first of all, she's black. Secondly, because she's a
woman.
And white America cannot tolerate the fact
they can't.
that a black person might be in charge of their
most
baby,
powerful person
and
in the
most
world,
importantly,
again.
a woman.
a woman?
Because
A black
white
woman.
men do not believe women are equal to them, and
No.
they should be steps below them. So you're black and a woman too, and both of them supposed to be
Just
below
look at
you.
sports. They thought some little women. They couldn't run the marathon. They couldn't run the hurdles. They couldn't pole vault. They couldn't run nothing past 800 meters because they thought women were so weak. That's how they felt. Just in sports, they felt like that. And of course, now look at them now. Well, woo.
Yeah.
I mean, so, that was their thoughts, and they ran with that up until about the 60s, 70s.
Yeah, your
You
girl
know.
Richardson, she been busting up some stuff. And, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
Sha'Carri
we didn't even
Richardson.
talk about the Olympics.
Well, we can talk about that on another show.
Yeah.
But I just hope that our little scatterbrain talk right here has given you guys some thought. And don't be afraid to go out and vote. Vote your heart, vote your mind, and vote what's best for this country. Right now, we're at a dangerous point.
We're in a pretty dangerous.
We're at a very dangerous point. If
No doubt about
the
that.
Republicans get the House and the Senate and the presidency back, America will not
We'll
be
never
America
get him out of
anymore.
office. No, it won't be.
Well, it will not be America anymore.
Yeah.
Because Trump, he's going to probably change the
They
terms
gonna
of limitation.
Oh, that and the justice system. more
Yeah.
important.
Oh my God.
Oh.
And see now
And
that's
that's what Connell and them
that's
did.
what
Another
we should
Supreme
do.
They
Court
went after
justice.
all them justices.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they did it, man.
Now,
they
if anything
did it.
needs a term of limitations, the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
Because you too old up there, you set in your ways.
They are. They do
You
need
know,
time limitations.
And
Well,
nobody
the
is
Supreme
going
Court
to
is
debate each other.
useless.
Yeah.
They let them have a lifetime appointment in hopes that you would just, once you in, can't nobody affect you, so
And
you're just
that you
going
be
to play the
biased.
law.
You
Yeah.
know, and be unbiased.
Just
on that.
unbiased. Just vote the law. But they've long since went away from that.
Yeah.
And we got to do something with the Supreme Court because it's just a political party now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it makes no
One of
sense
the
to
most
have
powerful.
the country and everybody know, but we can't get them out because we can't do nothing with the Congress. Because
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, having a great democracy little rural areas like in little towns in Michigan that represent 10,000 people have the same representation as a city like Pontiac, so where they got 400,000 people, maybe, area, And so that's why we get all these people in the state government will always be Republican, state government across the whole country. Because they got these little pockets and all these little white people don't know no black folk, and they scared of them.
Yeah.
They don't know them, they don't learn about them. All you see is what you see.
Oh, they learn about us, but they learn the wrong stuff.
Stuff.
They learn what's from us, learn about us on
So you see the same thing
and I
with
can't
our
say this
Senate.
enough.
But I mean, each state houses almost all Republicans, and now we get all this. They squeeze the cities and the money and the schools, and we just can't get up underneath this nonsense.
But that's why I keep saying it, and I can't say it enough, people.
Vote.
Get out and vote, like Jeff said on the last. Vote.
Please.
Vote. Vote.
If you vote, don't say nothing. Don't even talk politics.
If you don't vote.
Yeah, you can't complain.
Yeah. If you don't vote, shut up.
No kidding.
Don't say a word.
Go suck
Don't
eggs.
complain about what you don't get.
Non-voters.
Don't complain about what's taken away from you, because if the Republicans get in, they're going to take a whole lot of shit away
And
from
don't
you.
be surprised.
And don't be surprised. Don't talk about, I didn't know. Or don't go out and say my vote doesn't count.
Right.
Because every vote matters.
Yeah.
And if we need to if we're going to make some changes, if we're going to get new leadership in, if we're going to maintain where we're going, and Biden had a good foreign policy,
He did.
and I think he did a decent job.
He
Okay,
did a
he
good
got a little
job.
old,
But-
but we all get old.
But it ain't him that's doing everything. It's the people he appoint
Right.
that go out and do the work.
Yep.
Like
and if
the
you want that
football
to
head
keep
coach
happening,
don't do everything. All his coaches coach the whole teams in their positions.
yeah. And I think one of the things that's good about Kamala running is she was his vice president, so she's aware of all his policies.
Right.
She worked with him on his
She worked
policies,
with all that, ain't
so
no doubt.
she is the chances of her deviating from them are almost zero.
Well, maybe they can get back to. They can keep fighting for the loan forgiveness for college. Listen, 3 kids to HBCU.
Well,
HBCUs don't give no money.
I got lucky, so I don't know about loan forgiveness. My daddy my mama had enough money to send me to college, so I was blessed. Thank the Lord, So I can't feel for you I can't empathize with you on that.
Yeah, we're dealing with a brother staying out of the Detroit golf course. See, he didn't grow up like us poor minions in Detroit.
Look, bro, this is a C average. This is a C average lifestyle.
Okay, no, first of all,
I wonder what it would have been.
for about
what I would have been
80%
doing
of
if I was an
Detroit
A
inner
average.
cities, it would be A
A
plus
C average
lifestyle.
lifestyle.
Stop
This is
that.
that's what I had. I had like a CB average lifestyle.
See, this Negro, he really coming crazy now.
No,
Come on,
C
Jeff.
average.
Where we grew up. Look, tell me about your streets over there.
What about
I know where he
Schoolcraft
live.
from where we grew up.
Oh, man.
Man,
That's not my fault how I grew up.
But don't be saying it's no C average. Brother is
No,
A plus
I
plus.
said what I'm living in is a C average. This is what
I mean,
my
for
C
big
average
money.
got me.
But I said that for
That's
average black folks.
that's because you can walk over to Linwood. It's only a few blocks over. Is that it?
Jeff,
I can't walk over to Linwood.
Get it.
you out in the old senior
Straighten
citizen
it out.
home with all those old ladies trying to hit on you, bro.
Well, hey,
so let's
man,
not
you
talk
know,
about
I'm the
that,
youngest
okay?
guy in there.
Come on, baby, open the door,
Hey.
baby,
Plus, they call
open
it-
the
they
door.
go-
that was
Jeff
a
is the voice.
truth-telling moment. Like, what the hell? I had to call the office on her. Like, wait a minute.
Jeff got a sign on his door. His
Okay,
apartment
look.
say the voice.
Hey, listen,
All the
man,
ladies know he's the voice.
we running out of time. Stein, anything you want to say about Kamala's run?
It's gonna be
Real
hard, but again, I'm just gonna trust and believe. It's enough good, like-minded people out there that just will not let America turn into authoritarian, crazy house.
Dictatorship.
Yeah, dictatorship.
What you got, Jeff?
All I'd like to say is just, let's get out in full force, get behind this candidate, and let's get her in office, and let's make sure that Donald Trump doesn't get his hands on the government again.
Okay.
And let's,
He's the least educated, the most unbelievably bad.
And I'm going to close
Run
out
for
you guys
president.
with saying, don't be afraid of change. Obama said it we can change. Let's change.
That's right.
Let's push for something positive. Don't be afraid of something different.
Right.
You know, we got to get beyond that.
It's a new day, so let's make it a new
And Kamala
day.
Harris is going to be a little different, but she's going to be great. So everybody, get out and vote.
Vote.
Say it.
Get out and vote.
Say it, Stein.
Vote.
Get out and vote. Let's push Kamala over the top. Let's help her become the first female president. Because Shirley Chisholm is sitting up in her grave right now, applauding and
Yes,
screaming,
she is.
"Go, go, go!" This is Keith Butler with Jeffrey Lowe and our main man Leland Stein
Oh, yeah.
from The Hook. We want to thank you all for listening, and we'll be back with you again later.